On the International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women, the plight of Kashmir women under Indians' illegal occupation of Jammu and Kashmir remains a stark reminder of the ongoing human tragedy. Decades of military occupation and political repression have subjected women to systematic violence, fear, and deprivation of basic rights. According to a report by Kashmir Media Service, over the past 37 years, Indian forces have martyred 2,356 women and subjected 11,269 women to sexual assault. Nearly 23,000 women have been widowed since 1989, which further highlights the intergenerational trauma that's systematically inflicted on Kashmiri families. International human rights organizations, they further testify that sexual violence is deliberately used as a weapon of war to suppress the legitimate aspirations of Kashmiris for self-determination, a right recognized by the United Nations. Mass rapes and killings of girls and women across occupied Jammu and Kashmir, from Kunan, Pashpora and Chota Bazar, Srinagar to Shopian and Kathua, have not only shattered families but also inflicted deep wounds on the collective spirit of the entire region. The mass rapes and murders of hundreds of girls and women aged 8 to 90 in Chota Bazar, Srinagar, Kunan, Pashpura, Kupwara, Zainpura, Shopian and Kathua are stark examples of this policy, which has not only devastated the affected families but also wounded the collective spirit of entire Jammu and Kashmir region. So the mental anguish of Kashmiri women is compounded by the enforced disappearance, arrests and killing of their sons, husbands and brothers. Prominent women leaders, including Asiya Anzrabi, Femida Sofi and others, remains imprisoned on fabricated charges, underscoring the impunity granted to Indian security agencies. International human rights organizations, they have repeatedly called for action to protect women from these crimes. Yet India, ignoring such appeals, continue to use violence against Kashmiri women as a tool to crush their freedom struggle. Meanwhile, in the report, UN experts have raised serious concerns over India's post-April crackdown in Kashmir, condemning arbitrary arrest, prolonged detentions under draconian laws, torture, communication blackout, press restrictions and forced evictions. Nearly 2,800 individuals, including journalists and human rights defenders, were detained across multiple districts. So the experts, they warn that such punitive measures constitute collective punishment, violate international human rights law and exacerbate social divisions. The continued human rights violation, they demand urgent international attentions. India's counter-terrorism measures, often disproportionate and discriminatory, target entire communities and perpetuate cycles of fear and violence. So UN experts, they have called for the immediate release of all arbitrarily detained individuals, adherence to international standards, independent investigations, accountability and constructive dialogue between India and Pakistan to resolve the long-standing Kashmir dispute peacefully. So these two reports together, they reveal a very chilling pattern. While the world commemorates women's rights, Kashmiri women continue to bear the brunt of militarized occupation, reinforcing the urgent need for global intervention and justice.